Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Iratus Lord of the Dead for the 1.0 release. And I guess before we get going too far, thank you Datalic for sponsoring this stream slash, I guess de facto the YouTube episodes that follow. I'm not really, I don't know, the deal is for streaming, but you get the YouTube videos as a bonus because I do both. Anyway, looks like I have to do a new game, and normal starting resources, normal battle rewards, stronger enemies. I kind of wish there was a custom difficulty that I could work with. Stronger enemies, some elite enemies in normal battles. Enemies can get inspired, less vigor recovery, minions out of battle. Iratus recovers less mana out of battle, normal graveyard efficiency. Main thing is, I just want more resources and rewards. That's the only thing I want. I don't know. I'm big on... Oh. So I have to choose this, but we can do checkpoints. I'm going to leave those on. So less roguelike-ish. Last time I played on Cakewalk, and it was a bit of a cakewalk. So is this a roguelike, or what kind of game is it? Easiest way to describe Iratus is Darkest Dungeon, but as a roguelike, or roguelite, and you play as the bad guys. So if you've ever played Darkest Dungeon, and you're tired of getting your shit kicked in by eldritch monsters, well, okay, we don't have eldritch monsters, we've got undead, and you're playing as that. And it's pretty fun. It's also a lot shorter, which is huge for me. I love Darkest Dungeon, but it's one of those games that, like, you have to put, like, 100 hours in to beat that game or something ridiculous like that. Iratus is, like, 4 tops. And that's if you're going real slow. And that means a little bit more flexibility in what you can do and a lot less grinding, at least from my take. So, we're just going to be playing more pain. I'm going to turn on checkpoints, which I guess makes it less roguish. But I like that because this way I can... I'm not going to say I can screw around more, but I hate getting kicked back to the beginning of longer roguelikes, and so having checkpoints on is actually really nice for me. Alright, so first and foremost, I gotta check. Yeah! Alright, so I still have some of my undead. I want to take a look at some of these. So use Wrath abilities, Wrath on ultimate abilities. Gotta remember to do that. There were 3 Dampiers to your side, gather 60 bones. Complete the game on more pain or higher. 750 damage to your own minions. And, okay. So hopefully we'll actually unlock the rest of the available undead after this run. Wait, what the... Do you normally start... Oh yeah, you do start with all these resources. Alright. Well, let's do alchemy. Let's see. There's a way to... Oh, wait. Hold up. What? Oh. Hi. These are new. So... Extraction. 3 parts of the same type to rarity a new item. What are these, then? Can I make... I can make things. 3 parts into a different part. No, that's not it. Huh. So, we can actually convert parts into artifacts for Iratus to wield. I don't think I care too much just because. Unless any of these specifically give me more resources early. The answer is no. So we're just going to fill that up.
Ah, the smell of successful alchemy.
Didn't mean to make that. So, yeah, that's not what I meant to do. Rains into mana. Oh, here we go. 3-part... So this is... We don't want extraction, so we made steel spikes, but I don't actually want that. We want this. Oh. So wait. The higher Iratus' level and part quality, the higher chance of getting an uncommon part are higher. So the point is we are no longer combining 3 hearts into a better heart. Because that's how it used to work. Okay. So I'm just going to leave this on the wayside for a bit. Let's take a look at the Dark Knight. Can I give him the... Okay, I can give him that. It'd be kind of tempting to make a bunch of the equipment early, but in that case, we actually have stuff to look at, because they've changed things. Minions receive bonus dread. I like alchemy. Alchemy is usually my biggest starter. Chance of receiving uncommon parts are better. Minions restore vigor when we use distillation. And interesting. So we're supposed to use this a lot more. Here's the amount of digger souls. Chance of receiving a brain. I like the changes. I think we're going to go specifically I'm just mildly impressed. Okay, I think we're gonna go for amateur surgeon. We need the better parts first and foremost, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we've got a skeleton, a Bride of Iratus, a zombie, and a Dark Knight. A very good physical group. But I'm not big on the skeleton being in the back line, unless their moveset has changed. Doesn't look like it's changed too much. Because, yeah, they got to show them in their place. I guess the zombie is a... he's kind of a ranged character. He's not... Really, you can kind of bombard a bunch of times. What you want is more powder and just buff up a bunch. So, what can we make in the meantime? We need somebody that's a good backline that does... Let's check out abilities. Here we go. So we need somebody that doesn't do... Here. Interestingly enough, he doesn't even do a whole lot of sanity damage. He looks to... no, there's stress damage there. What about a lost soul? Some of these were kind of new, and I didn't play. So that's stress. Does have a heal. Oh, at the start of the next turn, attacks the chosen ally and deals damage. What? I'm sure there's probably some kind of setup for that actually makes it worth it, but Alright, we're gonna just quickly make a second Bride of Iratus.
A design from my younger years.
And chuck her in there. Oh, we should go to the graveyard. We're gonna get this. Oh, it's... Oh, this is just how you learn about units. Okay, graveyard. Here we go. So we want a very quick check. We do have the mortuary already. That's how we restore vigor. Excavation is how we get random parts. We need a skeleton. Well, I got a spare skeleton. So let's get this going.
Was there an effort to set me free sometime in the past?
Oh.
Regardless, these remains will be used as fuel for my growing army.
So wait, we made the mortuary, or is this? I think this is the mortuary, and it didn't consume the skeleton. Okay. Well, I don't think we want to do the rest yet. We'll work on these sooner than later. All right, to the dungeon. Let's get going. Kingdom had needed the vast riches buried underneath the castle, great veins of iron that promised to fuel conquest after conquest, along with ancient artifacts from a long-forgotten age. The dwarves were eager to offer their services in this project, bringing their untested mining equipment and experimental concoctions for the promise of wealth. They only needed bodies that could obey, and that the humans could provide. With the dungeons filled to the brim with both criminals and rebels, there was no shortage of slaves to work these mines. Drugs were used to keep them docile as they dug ever deeper, year after year, unaware of the mortal danger that awaited them below. Okay. This is neat. I'm liking what they've done for the changes, as it has made things considerably more interesting. Holy shit, is this bigger? I think this is a lot bigger. Jeez. Okay, so let's figure this out. Random consumables, minion-specific items, collected digger souls. Gold items. Not necessarily sure what I want to go for. Extra EXP on Iratus seems like the best idea if I can go for it. So yeah, let's kind of zigzag over here. The more I can zig and the more I can zag, ideally means the more resources we get, but I'm also hoping to hit as many of these stells as possible. I don't know. That's a big map. This is a big map. Alright, let's battle. Let's figure this out. I believe in me. I'm looking forward to this. Alright, so what do we got? So we've got 2 Brides of Iratus, regular harem already. So we can set people on fire. I just gotta double check everything and if any of these characters have changed. So, extra attack and extra dread. Warning shot. Rose for lady. And we do have Overwatch. I don't know how much these guys are going to move, though. Whoops. We just shot him. Alright, well, worse things have happened. Let's think of him. Think of me, yes. So, yeah, we don't have a whole lot of abilities that really move people around. So, not super useful. Heartless Slash, Dark Tithe. There's Unfeeling Aggression, but that doesn't really help me too much, and Abyssal Hunger. So, yeah, best option is just beat the dude in front and go from there. Okay, we got Buckshot, igniting mixture. Honestly, usually with these guys, I just do more powder until I insta-give them all. Not actually sure if that's the best idea. Let's do buckshot. Well, that didn't really help that much. Alright. Think of him. What do we have? We have warning shot, think of him, chest piercer. There's rose for a lady hits all of them, but no. Well, that's a decent amount of damage. Think of him is definitely a lot more useful, especially early on. Well, that didn't work. Cannonball already. We can't do bombardment. I thought this guy had a proper... I guess he does have a proper AoE. It's just buckshot.
This is my kind of...
It's just his accuracy is garbage. I think his accuracy is almost, his accuracy is almost always garbage until we get some better abilities. Let's just set him on fire.
Your frail bodies fail you.
I love this voice actor. It's very much like clearly inspired by Darkest Dungeon, but I will never not love that to some degree. Like, there's just something really charming about the kind of crazy man just ranting over your actions in battle. I like it.
Mine is the winning side.
Alright, so we level up, we get some parts, we get some money, and we're good. So Graveyard gets me that. So, I think at this point, one, we should probably start by leveling characters up. Abilities? Abilities, okay. So Edge of the Abyss deals additional damage equal to 40% of the sum of Dark Knight's armor and resistance, or 60%. I mean, ideally, I'd like to buff this guy's armor higher. Oh, wait. He didn't level up? I'm confused. He has the plus like I can level him up. Oh, switch skin. Oh. I can give him hoods. Dismiss, rename. Let's see, feature. Luck against female enemies. Alright. Oh. Were there stat points? Could you allocate stat points in the previous one and I totally missed that? Because if so, that makes me feel silly. Anyway, I'm just gonna put points into... Oh, it costs more. I'm gonna wait. So we don't get as many traits here. Okay. Well, in that case, do we just level up his armor? Probably his armor. We're just gonna focus on that purely. What else do we have? Order which they act in combat. What is... Wait. Oh, I can increase his HP. That might not be a terrible idea. Either way, for the brides, we're just going to increase their luck. They become crit monsters later on. Admittedly, Rose for a Lady always crits. But I'd swear there was another one that was really stupidly strong if you could get it so it crit more often. Yeah, there we go. Crit will deal 225% damage. I'm not actually sure what a regular crit would do. Or crit will stun the target for one action. So, yeah, working on her luck seems like a solid idea. So, first and foremost, let's go back to the graveyard. Let's grab as many of these as I possibly can. So, it gives extra wrath at the beginning of battle. Extra mana. I like this one. Oh, the only problem is we don't have a whole lot of digger stuff. Training at the arena, gain 10 EXP plus 40% of EXP from the current level. Let's see. We want to go for this. We need digger souls. Unfortunately, I don't think I have a whole lot of money. Let's see. And I don't think there's any way that I can get digger souls, correct? No. Let's see, reduces damage. Increases critical damage dealt by 10%. Golden Teeth might not be a bad move. But I think I still want to wait on that one. We don't... Wait, no. We do have. So let's go back to alchemy. We want more digger souls. And then probably save up for a surgical practice. Okay, so the zombie's a bit messed up. Do we want to get somebody else? Yeah. Do we want to try making another skeleton? Because these guys are kind of garbage, but they have embraced mediocrity, which would let my Dark Knight become a fair bit tankier. What else do we have? I thought there was something about the Headhunter that was really cool. Was it that Headhunters... Oh, here we go. If this attack kills an enemy, Iratus gains plus one additional body part after the victory. So that's why I might want a Headhunter here. It'd be hard to get bounty to work. Well, I mean, it does a bunch of damage, but this way I could potentially farm extra parts early. So yeah, why don't we make a Headhunter and have it as kind of the backup for the zombie?
This one,
Unfortunately, I think my previous Headhunter just got absolutely beasted the last time we played this, which was, I'm not going to say uncomp. It wasn't the worst. It could have been better. You want to make a vampire? I'm going to save my parts. Once we can start getting stuff in the graveyard, the sooner we can get more stuff in the graveyard, the better. Oh, choose a battle squad. Right. Alright, so we get each unfilled squad slot. Minion receives armor resistance, attack, dread, evasion, and accuracy. That's fascinating. Could you just have, like, beast, dude? Minion can't be moved. Or minions' attacks restore 15% of the damage dealt as mana. Let's go for that.
I can use this.
I didn't go hard on magic the last time I played this game. But that would probably be a good idea. So, let's go up and over, if I can. The cultists give Iratus random consumables or minion-specific items. I think that'd be interesting, but I'm not necessarily sure if that's that useful. I don't know. Okay, so sadly I don't have any good magic here. But what I do have is... Do we think of him? Yeah, let's start by thinking of him. Okay, what does he got? Sinister Strike, beginning of the next turn, deal a fair bit of damage to a random target. Well, let's work on harming that guy, maybe. Oh, and he's got physical attack. To a random enemy and moves it to the first position. So, yeah, it might actually be a good idea to have two somewhat tanky headhunters just doing catch him repeatedly. Gosh, headhunters are cool. So, do we want to do... No, we don't want to do Seething Wrath. I'm just going to hit two guys and miss terribly. Ooh, his accuracy is kind of bad. Alright, let's also think of him. Let's see, Wonder, would you name your dudes after people in the audience? No. I don't like naming... I will admit, I'm not a big fan of... Can I... Oh, I was really hoping I could do that. Alright, whatever. We're just going to hit him. And then when the headhunter comes around... Okay, the headhunter's not going to come around for a while. That's a bit of a shame. That said, if you guys want to suggest fun names for characters, I am all for that. Alright, let's heal him back up a bit. Let's catch him. Which means both of the brides just start shooting him. That's all good.
Something in death.
But I think it's probably better that I just shoot them directly. Overwatch, I think, does more damage. Does it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't actually do as much damage. The main benefit for Overwatch is if you're moving people around a lot more often. But I'm not. At least not currently. Well, that didn't work. Yeah. What do we get here? Sharpened Bone. Minions' abilities ignore both blocks and wards. And we get a level 3 brain, actually. That's good stuff. Let's see. So let's go to the headhunter. He's got a level 2 brain already. You know what? Whatever. We're going to have enough of these. I'm going to buff him up. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can level this up until who knows when. Let's see. So physical attack, damage to the chosen target and the enemy standing behind it, or 2 random enemies, 80%. The question is, do we want the 5% chance of immediately killing an enemy? That's actually really tempting. Let's see, we can get rid of all of their... Oh. Wait, hold up. Loses all of their blocks and wards, or loses all armor and resistance until the battle ends. That's stupid strong. Not helpful yet, but really good. Okay, so this guy has accuracy problems. Let's go for the, What do I want? +4 extra accuracy, or extra luck, and the ability to randomly kill an enemy. That's hit and miss. Let's go for this.
My enemies are in for a nasty surprise.
Okay. So his accuracy needs a bit of help. His HP needs a bit of help. Go for that. Luck. Give him a little bit of evasion. Not the best spot, but it's okay. Alright. What about her? I don't think either of them have leveled up much. So, abilities ignore both blocks and wards. That's something I'm going to have to think of probably when we get into Spook Team. Okay, do I have too much? The answer is no. Well, we can go for the chest. Choose a battle squad. Ah. Chest has select a boon. All minions that are level 5 and lower gain extra attack and dread in combat. Enemy moves that receive physical damage and stress damage. Or enemies can't escape or become inspired. Broken Sword would be an incredible boon for the first... Hook would be interesting. But let's go for Broken Sword. All my guys are below level 5 right now, so that seems really useful. Let's see, can't escape means more parts. Most things don't escape on me to begin with. Let's see, so we want to go to... Artifacts? Artifacts, here we go. Whenever an enemy dies due to a heart attack, gain 3% of the XP from the current level. Oh, I guess if I had a Spook Squad...
This item finds its way into my capable hands.
If I actually had a better Spook Squad, I'd consider it, but I currently don't. Why don't we also do Creation? We need to pull out one of these brides. Who do we have that would be good? I mean, abilities. Can I do... I can do Embrace Mediocrity from the back. Yeah, let's get a Skeleman up in here. That way she can take a little bit of a break. I want to be able to switch this party around. Ideally, I'd like to have two sort of physical teams, the first 2 slots, and then 2 spook teams after that and alternate between them. Because I like spooking people. It works pretty well. Thing is, I do not want to start diversifying until I have enough parts. And am slightly further in. And yeah, we don't have enough cash. To the dungeon! Okay, so what do we got? Sensums. Random stress attack. Seething wrath. Well, how much armor do these guys have? We didn't beef this one up, did we? Well, we actually have to hit the Taskmaster. Maybe. Okay, let's embrace mediocrity. Make him tanky. And... oh, we can't set anybody on fire. That's interesting. Let's start with think of him always. Okay. Get rid of that block. We get a debuff. Definitely going to want to get... let's see, do we want to do Bloody Harvest? Oh. That does hit the whole party. Alright. Boop. Ow. Okay. So we could do Rose for Lady, hit them all now, go for the Overwatch. Toughy. Nah, let's just have her on Overwatch. I wanna... wait. Let's see, so what's our debuff? Reduced accuracy. Ooh. What is this accuracy currently? 70%. That's a decent shot. Yeah, we can get him. We can stack this up to 3 times. Just repeatedly beef him up. He will be our front line, and he will live through everything. There we go. Let's, catch somebody moving forward. Yup. Do I want to do a Rose for a Lady? Or do I keep Overwatching? I'll keep Overwatching. The other dude keeps moving him around anyway, so it doesn't seem like a terrible idea. We haven't taken a whole lot. In fact, we haven't taken, like, any damage. Let's see. Dual Cruelty? Yeah. Now, is he maxed out? He is about as mediocre as he possibly could be. What do we got? Smite? Yeah. It'll hit him extra time since he's got buffs. Yeah, that was an ability that I wanted to use more on the skeleton, but I never quite got around to it. I never really fit the build. Now it does. So that's that. Whenever it moves. Well, I ain't moving anymore. And I guess I'm just gonna shoot him. Taskmaster on his own. Kind of nobody.
Evolution looks like. Pathetic.
I love this man. Let's just trap him up. I somehow doubt he's actually going to live long enough. Yeah, he did not live long enough, and that's okay. So we get Digger Soul's Ectoplasm, some better stuff. Minions gain armor until the battle ends and have a chance to miss their turn. It's okay. Missing their turn is kind of rough. Okay, so he can pick something. I like the idea of investing into Death Comes for Everyone. Probably. Yeah, some of their armor and resistance.
Get back to battle.
Okay, let's take a look at his stats. So, I only have two points. Yeah, I'm just gonna upgrade those as much as possible. Oh, right, that's why the skeletons are so freaking killable. They have no defensive stats. He's got nothing. What's she got? So she's still doing fine. Sets them on fire for 2 turns. Set them on fire for 3. Or for 4. 35%, 45%. Extra damage, or Iratus gains spell power for 3 turns. Oh, so we don't actually get nearly as much mana as we used to. Well, that's... I guess I'm not actually terribly brokenhearted about that. That was kind of strong. But if I gave her Essence of Mind, then it wouldn't matter. Oh. Having the higher tier things just gives me additional stat points to allocate. So it's not that I'm combining things into better... Oh. That makes sense. Well, I guess I'll give her the Essence of Mind. Hopefully we don't lose it. So do I want the stun? The stun is probably more useful than the bonus damage. And the crit's nice. Would I go for that first, though? Yeah, we're using Lung Piercer a lot.
Results.
Okay. And keep leveling that crit, because if I can turn her into a crit machine, I will be happy. Okay, so let's take a look at talents from other things. So minions receive extra dread. Target minions moves two positions forward, receives extra accuracy for a round. Oh, spell power additionally improves accuracy. Minions gain initiative. Spell power reduces mana cost. Additional mana after every fight. I know Blood Curse is kind of useful, because that gets me extra vamps. Minions deal critical damage. Stretch damage to target. So it looks like magic's a lot of stress. All minions gain +3 attack. That's pretty good. Extra accuracy. Every time they miss, we get Wrath. Start of its turn, minion gains initiative for 2 turns, if we have at least 25 Wrath. Some of these are pretty good. I know Relentless Evil was amazing. Battle Eternal. This is one of the other ones that I want to go for. All units recover full vigor. Spell power reduces the mana cost. Yeah, so that's really good. What else do we... I'm just going to look over this real quick just to see if there's anything more useful. It looks like they've gotten rid of all of the class-specific perks here. Like, originally they had, like, banshees get bonus stats, and it looks like they've switched that around, so it's just everything gets bonus stats instead, which I like. I didn't really like having to spec into a tree I didn't care too much about, just so I could get the slight statistical benefit. So we want to go for Ire, but I think I'm going to save up for alchemy. We want to get probably surgical practice or relic seeker. And yeah, durable materials sounds good. I want scalpel artist. I think sooner than anything else here. Followed by brains. Okay, is anybody terribly injured? The answer is kind of yes. Let's go to the graveyard. We want to do... Oh, we do actually have the mortuary. I should remember that. So we want to get, I think, this one. We need diggers. We need digger souls, so I need to make those guys. So I want to do creation, make a wraith, fill it up with garbage.
Unassuming creation. Perhaps the warnings were just superstitions.
Okay. So let's build this. Drop him right in there.
Flowing with souls. My continued campaign certainly provides it with no shortage of spirits to harvest.
So, this is cool, and this actually means I should probably invest some more in. Oh, but it costs money. Okay. I was gonna be like, wait, I could just expand this, but the answer is no. I need more digger souls. I'm probably honestly... do I want to invest in the obelisk? Maybe obelisk first, just because we're currently poor, and the sooner I get more cash, the better. Alright, so let's go this way. Collect digger souls. How many? 32! Dang! Okay. Quick jaunt back to the graveyard. I want to take a look at the rest of these. So, extra mana. Extra wrath. That's really good. Yeah, we'll get that. We want to get a lot of these basic structures built, or at least a number of them.
To him, the world is as hollow as his armor.
Okay. So let's drop him off.
How unfortunate that I need to rely on mortal knowledge to recover my powers. It's akin to trying to quell hunger with breadcrumbs.
So the other thing I really dig about this game, that they've changed specifically, is they made it so the minions that were required to unlock the new slots just become the workers for that area. You can't remove them ever, but you don't have to sacrifice them to unlock the thing. Then, hopefully that kind of makes sense. You might want to get the arena first. We'll see. Okay. To battle? to battle. We've taken some damage. We might want to get some more replacements just to survive. I'd embrace mediocrity. Think of him. Well, that's a good sign. Let's see. So which of these guys is weaker and more durable? This guy's buffed up, so... yeah, we'll work on him. Right, he had block. I forget. I'm gonna just set them on fire. I'm just gonna set everybody on fire, maybe. Oh, except for she can't actually set anything on fire from where she is. That's okay. Embrace mediocrity. That's your only useful or immediate skill. And that's fine. We definitely need to get some spells at some point that are actually useful for something. I really like the healing one, though. Let's see. So I don't want to do another igniting mixture, so we'll just do more powder. Are we the bad guys? Oh, yeah. Alright, mediocrity has been embraced. I might have to have him embrace some mediocrity, though. Ooh. I'd have to get him some accuracy. That helps. I'm gonna freaking lose my zombie before I get to do much about it. Well, it's okay. He's just a starter zombie, so it's not the end of the world if I lose him. Would still prefer to avoid that, though. Hit him. Alright. Do I get another rose for a lady?
Carve open their husks.
Not quite enough. Alright, igniting mixture. They're burning. He burns to death. Please don't hit my zombie! Oh, my zombie is so close to death. Show them their place. Well, he is just going to not be here for a while. Holy shit. Alright, so we get dust, ectoplasm, spiderweb. All enemies lose initiative until the end of combat. One-time use. Alright. Alright, so Headhunter heals up. We get some, oh, that's EXP. And we get some... perfect. Alright, so pull him out. Yep, that's pretty much exactly what needs to happen. Might want to upgrade this sooner than later. We might want to upgrade a lot of these things. Alright, but I got 2 talent points. Do I want more artifacts? Or do I want better parts? Tough. That's tough. I'm going to go for surgical practice, though, because if I can get Scalpel Artist, we get more parts to play around with. Speaking of alchemy, what do I have? What could I do? So I can convert things into parts or vigor. Hopefully there are more things than this. Do we make a Misericord? No, we do not want to make a Misericord. I'm curious if you can make a higher tier Misericord with higher tier parts. Let's see. Is there a meta progression in this game? Not really. So the meta progression in this game, at least from what I know, is this. You start this game off with only 6 of the undead unlocked. The skeleton, the zombie, the Bride of Iratus, the Dark Knight, the Banshee, and the Wraith. After that, you don't actually... oh, right. You guys can't even really see them. I'm sorry. My face cam's in the way. I guess it's good that I'm reading enough. But so yeah. Skeleton, Zombie, Dark Knight, Banshee, and Wraith. And those are the only ones you have available. And then the rest of these you unlock by playing the game in different ways. So, use Wrath on ultimate abilities. Gather Bones. Lure 3 Dampiers over to your side. Deal 750 damage to your own minions. Complete the game on more pain or higher. Complete the game on more pain or higher. And so, the point of the progression system of this game is really just giving you more options. I don't think there's any other statistical benefits or anything of the sort that like makes the next run easier, but honestly, that's okay. Having just finished Rogue Legacy, I've kind of realized that just increasing raw stats is not the most interesting thing that you can do from a game design perspective. That actually ends up being kind of boring, all things considered. And so having other options unlock as you progress through the game, it's just better most of the time. Most of the time, not always, but still.